Congratulations on the documentary. You've done amazingly.
Very much, humbled by the uh, compliments and I guess, astonishment of this particular story, and obviously someone from Australia to get this very American story across in a documentary is been a very interesting journey, this one.
Well, that's exactly why I wanted to speak with you, Neil McGregor, because although you're a well-known filmmaker here in Australia, to get access to John Hinckley, to tell that story, to get rave reviews is phenomenal. Can you share that story with us?
Like all good stories, they always come out of left field. You go out to find something, it'll be the story that finds you in a weird sort of way. And for me, I was finishing a documentary. I was researching some music. I was on YouTube and people come up with, oh, I've got this great cover of this song that I've done. And it was a Bob Dylan song. I thought that was a really just great sound. And I looked at the name, I saw John Hinckley, and I recognized it, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Why that kind of resonated. So I did the internet search, and sure enough, John Hinckley, the man that, was obsessed with the movie Taxi Driver and stalked Jodie Foster and shot the President of the United States. He pleaded not guilty for reasons of insanity and was 35 years in a mental health facility and is now a free man trying to be a musician and redeem his past. I just thought that was such a fascinating story. So I reached out to him and said, "Hey, look, I'd love to share your story and talk about your music, but talk about your past." And really just connected with him and started having conversations. And next thing you know, we're in his living room in Virginia in the United States, chatting about all kinds of things. And the documentary came together that way.
Amazing. I mean, surely you weren't the first director to reach out to him and want to tell his story, were you?
No, there were other people that in studios and for a long period of time have tried to make a documentary on John Hinckley. And why wouldn't they? His story is just, yeah, stunning in so many ways and fascinating. What allowed myself is that being an Australian is that I have an objective viewpoint. The events of 1981, the assassination attempt, I wasn't around for, but I always found that his music and his art of what he's doing now was a really great soft entry point into his past. And that sort of story of going from that to this was really what made it. And I think for John Hinckley, that's something that he felt a bit more comfort around, that the strength of this is that an outsider can sometimes sort of shine that mirror up in a way that an insider looking out can't see.
He still doesn't have a fair go, does he? Even though he's served his time.
That's the polarizing thing. He did do these monstrous things. He did shoot the president and stalk Jodie Foster and was fed pounds of Ted Bundy. These things were, irregardless of his poor state of mental health at the time, you can't excuse those kinds of violent behaviors and those kinds of actions. But in America, I mean, we see what's going on in a presidential election cycle at the moment. It's very, very difficult for people to move on from those kinds of past, and to decouple the art from the artist. It's a very complex thing, and it's something that it's not an easy, and it's a very uncomfortable truth to discuss.
Neil, where can people see this film?
Yeah, they can see it on Hinkley.movie. So we built our own platform essentially. So August 30, it comes out and you can rent it for $9.95. So you can watch it on your phone, your TV, your smart devices, and you can watch it instantly at Hinkley.movie.
Congratulations, you. It's an amazing documentary and it's just beautifully shot and all the archival stuff is fabulous. And in my opinion, you just get to the essence of who this man is. It's mesmerizing.
I'm John Hinckley. I shot the President of the United States. When you shoot a president, they expect to be killed.
I'm asking all Americans, in these months of decision, together we'll make America great again. Thank you very much.
President Reagan is wounded. John Hinckley not guilty.
Summer of '76, I saw a taxi driver. I got fixated on Jodie Foster. I would leave letters under her door, called her. Just what an obsessed person does. Knew I was crossing a line, but I really didn't care. My life was spiraling out of control. It's a pretty big delusion to think you can shoot the president to impress somebody. Be a free man in America is a good thing.